Hello, HMS Doc coming back at you again, this time with some FIFA 11, as promised. Release day was yesterday. This was a match from earlier on today. I managed to get 3 or 4 ranked matches in. This was probably the most successful one or best one to watch. Still getting used to the game, getting used to the new additions to it, the new system. I'm not going to say engine, it's obviously the same engine as 2010. Although it seems to me that there's a few downgrades on a few of the graphics and the players. The white lines are a little bit brighter. Apart from that, my first impression of the game was terrible last night because the club's mode on it is broken. I was hoping to put some club's matches up today, but obviously that ain't been possible with the way all the problems they're having on there. Hopefully they'll get that fixed soon and we can get some matches up. I think that FIFA the FIFA Pro Evo debate's now over. It was over last year, I think. Pro Evo's dead and buried in my opinion. A lot of the Pro Evo fans and fanboys have moved over to FIFA. And I think EA are trying to accommodate them maybe with some of the arcade feels about the game that they've introduced. The graphics, the menus, the gameplay is still FIFA. It still feels like FIFA. It feels like an improved version of FIFA 10, which it should do. It goes without saying, really. I'm hoping that the clubs, there's a lot of new additions to the, there's a few additions to the clubs. I haven't had a proper in-depth look at it, but there's seems to be more divisions, more leagues. I like the cup mode in it. I hope that's going to be a success. For anybody listening that's not in a club, then the best thing you can do is go out and find a club. There's plenty of them will be advertising. You can go onto the forums, pick yourself a club up, because head-to-head matches are okay, this ranked matches and stuff, but football's a team game at the end of the day, and you'll get much more satisfaction out of winning against, say, 4 or 5 other human players than just beating somebody in a one-on-one. I did manage to get a couple of games on the clubs last night. We did, after 3 hours, get 3 games in, I think it was. Aston there with the opening goal. That was my first penalty of the new era. Not sure how you take the penalties. I think you stop the bar in the middle basically, and I think there's an invisible crosshair that you've got to move to direction. Worked out okay anyway. Nice first goal for Emil Heskey there. I know he could do it in real life.
The guy can play anywhere. You want to be playing midfield.
I did it in the club matches last night. Play the one game in goal, which I thought would be boring as hell, and sure enough it was. But the one thing it does add is that if you're down and you're losing 1-0, or you're drawing in a cup match, if you're drawing in a match, you want to go for the winner. I'm not going to say clubs matches because you wouldn't do this if it was 1-1. It does give you the opportunity. Here we go. Get in. Does give you the opportunity. Liverpool fans now be getting shivers up the spines watching Emil Heskey do that celebration, especially the way it's going at Anfield at the minute. What it basically does, it gives you the opportunity then to obviously, after you've been sat there watching the whole game, either picking the ball out the back of the net or watching everybody else have fun, you get to take your goalkeeper up and score that elusive equaliser in the 90th minute. Maybe a bicycle kick, Peter Schmeichel style. And the Heskey through on goal again here. It's a hat-trick. He's having a good game, you know. That's the first in about 5 years. Let's put a little transition in there because I was trying to skip the celebrations and goal and stuff and hit the pause menu. And I immediately thought this guy's going to quit, like you do. 3-0 down, got an opportunity, I paused it, and fair enough, he stayed in. So, big shout out to him.
With Kaká.
club, when the clubs first came out on FIFA, it was buggy as hell on the first weekend and stuff. But you could see how good it was going to be, and you put up with it really. And then it got up and running, and it was a phenomenon basically. The way it took off and the way so many teams was created and clubs was created. So many people got together, created teams, clubs. Which is why if you are playing by yourself and you are just playing ranked matches, you seriously need to get your friends together or get on the forums and get yourself a club, because it's an awesome experience. And what clubs does is it records all your stats and goals scored and assists, games played. And at one point, I think last year in FIFA 10, our club finished in, I think it was 14th or 15th place in Division 1 of the first season. And what happens then is you've either got to play the game to death to keep up with everybody else, or you miss a couple of days and everybody's left you behind then, and it takes you, well, you're never going to pull back the amount of games and challenge in the top divisions. So if you are to finish in high in one of the top divisions, you've got to really play the game hard. Some guys play 6-7 hours a day every day. What they have done this year is they're putting the cup option, the club's cup. What that'll do is, if you're a little bit more casual, you don't really playing the game hardcore to finish in the top divisions, you got that cup mode there. You can come on and try and win yourself a cup. I don't know how many games it actually consists of, but I think possibly the second game is the quarterfinals. I could be wrong. Which would mean you basically got to play 4 games, I think, to win win 4 games in a row to win the cup. So for the more casual type of a game, you can go on there and still challenge for some trophies. It was an awesome achievement by our team to finish in the top 15, say, in the Division 1. We had to play the game hard, and if I remember rightly, we was about 22nd or something, and the league was about to end. There was minutes left, and we was in a game, and we won the game. And I think it was against a good team, which gave us a bit of a boost, and we ended up finishing about 14, 13, 14, something like that. It'd be nice. I mean, it'd be nice to be able to, with these cups and stuff, if they've got actual celebrations as well at the end, would be brilliant. The way that I think this year you can, on your club's matches, your celebrations, you can all eyeballs through. Oh, what a finish! Are you watching, Fabio? Which brings me on to Gabby's. Well, he's having an operation this week, which apparently puts him out of contention for the next England team, the England squad. I don't think he was ever in contention for that squad, but the story goes, I don't know whether it's urban myth, but one of the first training sessions that Gabby took part in, he was basically mimicking Fabio Capello, and didn't realise he was stood behind him. And therefore, I don't think Fabio likes him too much. Whether that happened or whether that's myth, I don't know, but it wasn't a strong source that told me. It wasn't the bastard sauce or the chilli sauce, it was more like a tomato ketchup. I've just threw that out because there's an injury to one of my players. Well, not really, I'm just a dick for doing that, but he's cut it out superbly. Another addition that they've put on the game is, I think they've put, I haven't seen it yet, to be honest, but somebody mentioned it to me yesterday, that they've actually, you can see the bench and see the players on the bench. Talking graphically as well, they're going for a nice sexy goal there. Doesn't come off. Excuse me. When you look at the crowd, they do look like cardboard cutouts I should score this. And what am I doing there? The turning, like I said earlier, there is... That's a nasty foul there. There is slow turn. I mean, that was totally my mess up, but this is my second free kick ever on this game, and I'm not really good at free kicks anyway, but keeper should have done a bit better than that. I mean, that's like FIFA 10 goalkeeping there. I should have been going for the opposite corner of the goal, but I haven't quite mastered the free kicks on this. Well, I haven't took any on this game. We've got a goal. Well, we've got a guy that takes. This is stupid here. I think I was thinking about wasting time or something. I don't know. Why I'd do that? I'll just get pushed out of play. But we have actually got a player in our clubs. You've got to have a specialist free kick taker, and we've got a guy that buries probably 90% of his chances from a free kick. I'm being kind to him there, by the way. Well, about wraps it up. A 4-0 victory there in a ranked match. Don't forget to comment, rate and subscribe, and I'll let Martin Tyler say goodbye.
Almost faultless, I would say.
Great game for you. From Andy Gray and myself, Martin Tyler. Very good night to you.